Hello, citizen. Welcome to Dungeon Complex, a sci-fi dystopian comedy in the style of Paranoia RPG played by several friends connected by the internet. In Paranoia RPG, you are not a whimsical elf with a natural aptitude for magic and knack for expert archery, but instead one of 6 clones created by Friend Computer, and sharing a complex society kept safe and secure by Friend Computer with other clones like yourself. And while all clones have regular work schedules, occasionally the lead clone of any clone family red clearance or above may get called upon for mandatory bonus duty, often called troubleshooting, because very often their job is to find trouble, in the form of unregistered mutants, traitors of varying degrees, or even the dreaded communists, and shoot it. Every clone has their secrets from each other, and possibly even you, the audience. Some communication may be secret as well. Everything you don't know is probably just above your clearance level. Trust Friend Computer and please enjoy Dungeon Complex. We begin with a solo mission from Clone Gibson RHKD1. If you wish to allow Gibson R to keep his secrets or just wish to skip ahead a group play, Friend Computer suggests trying around the 30-minute mark. And now, Mission 1, carry that weight.
It's early in the morning one day cycle. You are laying in bed, half asleep, half awake, underneath the warm orange glow of the nighttime promotional programming Friend Computer allows to play in your dorm room, while you and the rest of the clone families in this dorm room rest. Pretty crowded living space, but less crowded than your former living space in Infrared. You've been up here in the red clearance zone for a while now, maybe a few months. You've been doing regular IntSec work, mostly goon stuff, but you were assigned to HBDMC, but don't get much work there, although one or two of your other clone family do do a bunch more there. You and the other 2 leading members of your clone family have been getting sent down to Infrared Zone lately a lot to deal with fights and riots and vandalism, the normal Infrared troublemaking stuff. Down there aren't as many cameras, so they rely a lot on you guys, red clearance and weapons. Keep everyone down there behaving. You're laying awake in bed, just waiting for the Friendly Computer morning message.
Good morning, citizens. It is time for morning exercise. Please join your clone siblings now as the daily fitness routine is about to begin.
Just like that, you and all your clone siblings hop right out of bed. As always, the daily fitness routine video plays on the screen, and you and all the other families all around you obey the instructions of the fitness guru on screen. He's quite a friendly, bubbly, happy guy. Everyone on TV is happy, though. The program is made by the HBDMC. This is one of their classic productions every morning. You wake up with this high-energy music and this exercise routine that keeps everyone in tip-top physical shape before reporting to the cafeteria for early meal. You can do with your clone siblings or separately after fitness if you would like, or if you would like to check out stuff in your bunk or get anything out of your foot locker, anything like that. You're currently only wearing your black socks, black underwear, black undershirt. If you would like to get any of your other gear out, you're more than welcome to.
Alright, well, yeah, I'm going to put on my red leather pants.
And so you want to unlock your foot locker?
Yeah, I'll unlock my foot locker.
That requires a tongue print.
Yeah, alright, I'll lick locker.
You lick the foot locker, which opens for you, recognizing you or any of your clone family members can open this foot locker. All of you have identical tongue prints. You put on your tight leather pants, your red leather jacket, your shiny helmet.
Nah, I'm good on that.
Leave the helmet off?
Yeah.
Just the red leather jacket, red leather pants, black undershirt, black shoes.
And my patch, my red leather jacket.
You've got a Friendly Computer patch on your red leather jacket, signifying your loyalty.
The computer is my friend.
Well, signaling your loyalty to computer is always a good idea. So you're looking spiffy, ready to go for your day. You bring all your weapons and stuff to the cafeteria with you?
Now I'll bring 2 pistols.
Alright, so you bring your lasers to breakfast.
Lasers are handy.
You join your sibling family at one of the tables in the cafeteria and eat the provided meal. Now that you're red clearance, you do have a little bit more selection than you did in Infrared. You have 2 choices of meal option. You choose the Happy Fun plate or the Smiley Good plate.
What is the difference visually?
One's more pink and one's more red.
I'll go for the one that's more red.
Excellent choice, citizen.
The most red dish, of course.
Alright, it is served by a friendly machine, a bot-powered machine, a brain, bot brain machine. Very friendly. Just like sploops out a big serving right onto your plate.
Delicious.
Enjoy the other clones eating your pile of goop and drinking your daily serving of Vital Fluid, which is Vital Fluid. It's the drink that they serve for free in the cafeteria. It doesn't taste as good as B3, and some people even try to drink water in the showers, although you're not supposed to. Otherwise, it's hard to get anything else to drink unless you have plastic creds to buy B3 beverages. So
I
people
don't.
drink it. Yeah.
I don't for now. So yeah, vital fluid is delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious, and it has all the supplements you need in it to keep you healthy. So between that and the slurry you just ate, you're feeling fine.
Great.
Yep, and after daily meal time to go check the closest comm unit to see what your assignments for today are.
Alrighty.
You and your clone family have all finished eating about the same time, so they'll follow you over the nearest comm unit here, cafeteria.
As we walk over, can I observe my clone family?
You may. They look exactly like you.
How is clone genetic consistency? How is our appearance?
100% identical as far as anyone can tell. Even as far as you don't know of any birthmarks or defects or anything different from you to them. They're same in every way. The only way they might be different, if this clone dies, you get to re-roll Mutant Power Secret Society. Well, you don't know that. Otherwise, physically appearance, they look exactly like you.
So it's experience.
And you guys have pretty similar lives, so at this point your experience is not that different. So they'll follow you over to the communicator. The queues in the cafeteria now are pretty long because everyone's doing the same thing. Everyone's lining up to get their daily assignments. You guys wait in line, wait your turn, very politely smile at all the other guys around you because you never know when someone else might want to report you for treason for not being happy enough, stuff like that.
I always smile.
So you wait there in a very friendly manner until you get to the front of the line, press the button, scan your IDs.
Gibson or HKD 1, 2, 3, and 4. Report to Infrared Sector Meeting Room 87549-11 for today's assignment. Remaining Gibson or HKD clones report to the nearest HPD and MC office.
Alright, so 3 of you are going to be heading to Infrared Sector Meeting Room, and I hope you caught that number, because the line behind you's already moved on, and you've got to get there.
Yeah, I caught it, Dick.
So how do you get where you're going?
I gotta go to 8749-11. I guess I gotta walk, right?
That is the most common way to get around, unless you can commandeer an auto car. But otherwise, yeah, walking is the way you would usually get around, unless there are also transbots, which are sort of like the rail system here in Alpha Complex, which sometimes people will hop rides on those. Like, if they're not moving too fast, you can kind of grab on and, like, hobo train ride style, catch a ride. But otherwise, yeah, auto car, hop a ride, or walk.
Yeah, looks like me and my bros are gonna hoof it.
Alright, so it's in the infrared sector.
Yep.
So
it's in the 8700 block.
And you at least know how to get to the infrared elevator to take you down to the infrared section. You're from there, and that's where you came from there, so you can get back below this level, one level farther down, wherever you are, whatever this world is like. You're now one floor lower, and the place that you used to live, the sector you live in now, is directly above the sector you used to live in, so you're very familiar with this infrared sector. This is where you spent most of your life until recently. The trick is finding this meeting room, because all the meeting rooms on the red sector that you've seen, a lot of those, the numbers are posted on them, things like that, but here in infrared, that knowledge is above infrared clearance, so any infrared walking around can't just look at a room and know what room it is. That's above their security clearance. So the numbers here aren't displayed on these rooms. It's just black doors, black hallways, with no numbers displayed. So even though you have the number, finding this room might be difficult.
Are there any information terminals around?
There are more in the red section than there are down here. There are confession booths always, but those are usually reserved for reporting traitors' behavior.
No, we don't need a confession booth. We need a comm.
Yeah, you can find a comm link.
Yeah, well, I'll put my red ID into it.
Alright, Comlink blinks in a friendly manner, looking to ask a question of friend computer.
Oh my goodness, no.
Are you just looking for some data analysis, maybe?
Perhaps data analysis, yes, or data search.
If you have a skill on your sheet you'd like to use right now that you've accessed the computer terminal.
I will employ data search to see where the 8794-11 is. And you know what, might as well look up the location of both 94 and 49 just in case.
Roll a d20. You're trying to roll lower than your skill number.
Alright, my skill number for data search is 6. I roll 5.
Good enough. As your 3 clone siblings lean over your shoulders, you are able to successfully search this data. You have proper clearance since you are red, and you need to find this meeting room. So you were able to find the location of, what did you say, 8749 and 94?
Correct. Dash 11.
Dash 11. The only problem you seem to have is that your room number is 1 digit short.
What? Oops.
Yeah, so you are able, but because it's these rooms are apparently in some sort of sensical order, not nonsensical. So you can find a general location of 87 blank, and then 49 and 94 down the hall from each other. It's displaying each other. It's displaying a map for you, so you can see those 2 rooms, but then you're missing that 3rd number could put you in several different hallways.
I asked 2 and 3 if they remember that missing digit.
One of them says 5, the other one says 3.
All right, we're gonna plug in 5 and 3 to get the location for rooms.
Alright, roll me data search for that again.
I rolled a 6.
That matches your number?
Yes.
So because you had the other information before, you feel like, whew, this is all just in your clearance. You get a little bit of static from the computer, but it does eventually load a map of where these things are. You now can find it. You guys want to hoof it there?
Yeah, we're gonna go to 87394-11.
Doors close when you arrive.
Is there a card reader reader.
Card reader on almost every door.
Nice. That makes things really easy.
Insert your card.
Yeah.
It flashes red. Denied.
Alright, around the corner 249.
87349.
Yeah, should be still on the same lot. Or on the
Yep, that's the closest one that you had to go to, so you run there.
Yep.
Try the same thing again.
Yeah.
Right, it flashes red again. Go to another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 594.
Insert your card.
Yeah.
It flashes red, and at that point in time, light goes steady red, and the voice of friend computer comes over the speaker.
It seems you're having trouble, citizen. Do you need an escort?
No, most beneficent friend computer. I was distracted by some buzzing noise while receiving my orders from you at the red level. No doubt the work of some sort of obsequious traitor. And a reminder of the number would be the most efficient way to serve you.
Buzzing noise reported. Thank you, citizen.
No, thank you.
Go to the last room on your list.
Yeah, 87549-11.
That's right, that door opens for you and your 3 clone brethren. You guys walk right in to this meeting room where there are a couple of other clones waiting around, and a orange officer handing out today's assignments.
Is this officer familiar to me?
You've never seen this officer before. Every day you guys pretty much have a different meeting officer handing out these orders. Not someone you recognize. You could try to talk to him if you like, but you may have clearance, but you could also probably assume he's also insect since he's handing out your orders for today. Everyone in this room appears to be insect. They seem to be dressed similar to you, red leather. You guys, you have a goon squad here in the room right now, and he's kind of pairing you guys off and giving you your assignments for today. Hands you a sheet of paper, small sheet, a slip that you're to destroy after reading. As your assignment for today, you're to help oversee the delivery of a new B3 bot brain vending machine. You've done some work down here. You're from this area, but lately you've been working on the cafeteria, some factories, just preventing fights and stuff. They've had a problem with some machines being vandalized, broken into, stuff like that. So now they're having these new B3 bot brain machines delivered. A thinking machine, and these machines also have cameras installed. I mentioned before there were less cameras down here, and now these B3 beverage machines will have cameras installed inside of them with the bot brain. They can record activity around it for increasing security down here and making B3 more available to the public, less risk of theft and vandalism. So you guys are being broken off into groups. You're being separated from your family now and put with a group of 3 other clones, and you guys are being assigned to deliver one of these machines and given a location to deliver it to.
What is the location?
Luckily for you, the location is one you're familiar with. It's near the cafeteria you used to eat at when you live in this sector. Most of these guys are from this sector too that have also recently got upgraded, so it's pretty familiar for you guys, and unlike this room that is unnumbered, you're just taking this to a hallway location, and this location is on the pieces of paper that you were handed. So before you destroy it, if you want to figure out the location together, you can. No problem with that.
Yeah, I'll put my heads together with the 3 goons.
Alright, then you're waved towards these very large soda machines, basically. Soda machine that's completely black with 3 B's, also in black lettering, and a black screen. Right now it's powered down, so you to take it to location and then turn it on. You are handed a packet with instructions of how to turn it on once you arrive. Once it's there, it can't be moved, so once you turn it on, it'll activate the security protocol, and it can't be moved, can't be tampered with, and all that. But you're being assigned this head duty since you have the packet. Make sure this machine gets where it needs to go.
What are my 3 lackeys called?
There's Bud R FSS1, Dale R CRV1, and Lenny R VIT2.
Alright.
You would know in this culture, calling someone by just their first name is rude. You usually would always include the R, and for most people, you would say the whole thing unless you know them pretty well.
I approach the 3 and I say, "Good morning, citizens. How we all feeling today?" With a friendly smile, of course.
They smile right back, strong and healthy as friend computer intends, and ready for a happy and healthy day's work in service of friend computer.
Well, we've got a bit of a heavy task at us. I've got this very important packet of papers here, I say as I hold aloft the papers, that are going to tell us how to turn these on. So if I'm carrying the papers, I can't be messing with the machine. So what I reckon is the 2 strongest of our little gang of 4 should try to maneuver the soda machine with the aid of the other 2, but perhaps we gotta put most of the onus on steering on the 3rd. Well, I have papers here. Pull the papers aloft again. Turn it on.
Alright, so is that an intimidate or some other skill to get them to do this? Although it shouldn't be too hard, you are in charge. I'll give you if you do roll that, what we do in this game, you get to double your skill number. Roll below that.
Or con or fast talk, I don't know.
Fast talk. I would buy fast talk for that.
Alright, I rolled a 5 out of 6.
Lucky you. Low rolls finally come in handy. They're gonna try to maneuver this machine, but you'll watch them for only a matter of moments and realize they're having trouble lifting this huge. It's a soda machine. 4 guys lifting a soda machine can be pretty tough, especially if you're not helping very much. So they're having trouble moving this machine even together. You can look around the room and see the other teams of insect officers also struggling to move their machine.
Orange officer still here?
The orange officer is still here. He has not left yet. He has to wait till this room clears out before he can leave, lock it up.
So how many of the other groups of 4 are working on the machine having no luck? what?
All of them.
Alright, so like another group has like 4 people working on it and they're not getting any done.
Yeah, all these groups seem to be similar in size and having the same problem lifting these machines.
So if nobody can lift them up, then we gotta reorganize. So I'm gonna clap my hands and say, listen, I think we all need to pitch in on one at a time, and then we can leave armed guards with the machines we deliver as we disseminate the packet holders to get these things armed and primed.
You're gonna try and talk to everyone in the whole room?
Yeah, or, the surrounding. I don't know how many more there are in this room.
Oh, plenty. Gotta be a Hutzpah still, too. Motivation?
Yeah, I'll roll motivation. Fail.
Yeah, they grumble. They got their own jobs to do. They don't want to help you do your job. They're gonna figure it out their own. You do see a couple of the groups whispering amongst themselves, and a couple of them leave. Leave just one person on their machines. The rest of the group leaves.
The rest of the group leaves.
Yeah, and they just leave one guard behind with their machines.
I wonder where they're going. I say to the rest of my group, who wants to stay here while we go see what those folks are up to?
But R will volunteer to stay behind if the rest...
But R, my man, I say, with a point of the finger and a wink and a smile. Say, Dale R, Lenny R, let's roll out.
You guys leave and follow the other groups?
Yeah.
Alright, they seem to split off 2 different directions.
Why would both of them leave? Just follow one of them on force.
One of them seems to be heading towards the PLC office.
PLC? What about the other one?
The other one's heading the other direction, probably towards an R&D facility.
Let's go to PLC.
Alright, you go to PLC.
We're gonna follow the ones that are going to
Yeah,
PLC.
there are like 3 other groups heading that direction as well. Also about 3 strong each. PLC office here is
Oh,
awful.
God, it's gotta
It's
be
the worst.
Oh,
The one on red's a little
gotta
better,
be
but the one here is it's just awful. They're very slow. They're always out of everything. It's hard to get what you want, but here you are waiting in line with these other 3 teams who in front of you can already see they're having a difficult time getting what they want, getting the forms they need to get what they want. Most of them are requesting some sort of either machine style forklift, hand truck, anything, making various types of requests. You can do the same thing, although you know you have no form to do so, and you have no form to request the form to do so. So it's just going to take some nice friendly conversation with the PL officer and convincing you need something and getting it done somehow. So you're at the front desk now. These other 2 groups still have also not gotten what they needed, but an officer is now available to talk to you, because they have many lanes like the DMV.
I say, good morning, Cycle Dude. How are you?
Citizen sort of yawns. Red Clearance also working in this infrared PLC office. You can tell it's not the best job to have. He doesn't look very motivated to help you, but looks up from his desk, points
Is
down.
he smiling?
He's smiling, but you can tell it's a forced smile. He taps the sheet on his desk right away. It's like pre-made for people to walk up. Do you have your forms ready?
No. I need to know which forms I need to get ready so that I can get what I need from you fine people. Or not. I think you've already spoken to 2 teams of us who are doing the same thing. We've got these B35 bearing machines that we need to get delivered to places down here in infrared. And I don't know if you've ever seen one of these things or tried to lift it, but 4 people cannot do it on their own.
Do you need some sort of lifting device?
Yeah, perhaps a forklift.
Forklift. Well, you need a requisition form. Do you have a form to requisition a requisition form?
No, I know that we gotta get the forms to get the forms, but perhaps we could expedite this because it's for a higher purpose within time of the computer today.
Well, I'm a loyal citizen and I'd love to help you, but without the proper form, I can't process your order.
So where can I acquire these proper forms?
Form to fill out a form? You can apply for that here.
I have to apply for the form to fill out a form?
Yeah, how do you think you get a form? He hands you a form to apply for the form to get a form. Would you like to fill that out?
Yeah, I'll fill that out. I'll do that right now, as a matter of fact.
Take
And
some time filling that out. Fill it out properly, fully, completely, and honestly.
Yeah.
Alright, and then after you bring that back in, you wait in line again.
I almost that. What does it ask me to clear my service?
It does not.
Okay, cool. Are we good?
But now that you have the form to get a form, that does have a bit more detailed information about yourself and why you're requesting equipment.
Yeah.
So on that, you'll need to put your service group, why you need this equipment, and what kind of form you need, which is a equipment requisition form.
So I'll put HPDMC.
You wait in line again and again, it just takes so long. And the PLC officer,
Same one.
it's a different one by now because it's many shifts later by the time this order is fulfilled. You know, you've already missed one of your meal times. The nighttime program has already begun. But the rest of your own siblings have already headed home for the day, back to their bunks. So here you are still trying to wait for this form to get processed. And all they are able to issue is a hand card.
They're saying, no. This is not going to work.
All they have down here.
So all they have down here.
Yeah, they're out of anything else they can give you. They have no mechanized forklifts or anything. Let's see, this has got wheels. You can tilt things back with it.
Nah, I say, listen, I know that they're like, alright, give it to me straight. This is just the only thing you've got with wheels. Or is there a forklift back there and I can't have it?
Because, man, they must have all got swept up in the red clearance PLC because we haven't seen one of those down here in quite a while. But we don't get many calls for moving large objects like that in this sector.
could have just gone upstairs. But then how would I get that forklift down here? What a mess. Alright, thanks for your help, I say with a smile that is won from lots of time waiting in line. And then, yeah, I guess I'll take the shitty-ass motherfucking handcart.
You take the handcart, and you report back to the previous meeting room.
Yep.
The orange officer is still waiting, yawning. Some of the machines are gone now. There's still a couple teams that are struggling. Some in the same situation as you. See, they are using the hand truck, struggling, but are able to move it. The tires are go flat. They use the hand truck, but they are able to struggle and slowly move out the door. So you see some teams semi-successful as you re-enter.
Well,
and others must have been very successful because those machines are straight up gone.
Load up this motherfucker.
Load it up, and you're still just playing the director role because you got the paper?
Yeah, but I'll also draw my laser handy. I'm protecting the convoy, and I'm going to move behind them.
Alright, so you follow behind them as they struggle down the hallway with this machine very slowly.
Yeah.
So it's a long, arduous process to get where you're going. Like I said, luckily you got that sweet spot right by the cafeteria. And it's the end of evening mealtime now. It's one of the later meal times for the infrareds. There's some nightly programming in their very large screen in the cafeteria. They have a huge screen there. They have less view screens down here, but the ones they do have are huge. So something's playing on the huge view screen there as you guys are finally able to set down this machine in what looks like the proper location.
It's all my skills to make sure that this is in fact the proper location. Like cross-reference my knowledge of this place with the papers inside the packet.
From what you can tell, this is the right spot.
Then I'll consult the papers in the packet and see what is next.
You open the packets. A lot of it is above your clearance level, so much of this is redacted. But if you flip through the papers, it's a manual basically inside the packet. There is a switch labeled on, marked in the back of the machine.
Yeah, let's not yet. Let's flip through the book.
Yeah, you keep flipping, but like I said, it's all above your clearance level, so all redacted. It's all blacked out, except the pictures, and the only button you see labeled on there is the on button.
I guess it's time to push the on button.
Use your superior knowledge of machines to press the on button. I would make you roll, but since it's just one button, I'll just assume you can push a button. The view screen lights up, and the friendly B3 machine, now ready to service customers. It has a warm glow of computer light, and has its own sensor on front to now record consuming citizens as they purchase drinks. So it's set and ready to go, although the screen is flashing error.
I turn to Bud R and Dale R and Lenny R and say, well, what do you reckon happened here?
They shrug and they say, well, it's on.
It is on, but it is an error. I wonder if, while we were gone, some sort of communist infiltration happened.
Commies.
I say, turning to Bud R and leveling my pistol, I say, what do you know? And I roll my intimidation skill. 3 out of 6.
Lucky you. Bud R swears up and down he watched the machine the whole time and didn't see anyone tamper with it.
Well, then that leaves only one conclusion, I say to Dale R and Lenny R, doesn't it?
They each reach for their pistols, expecting what you're about to say.
Fire on Bud R. I roll an 8 out of 12.
That's a success, and that is a, what damage, 8 for laser? 9?
Damage rating 9.
Alright, he is wearing red reflect armor, so that's a -4, so 5. Now I roll my damage table. I rolled a 7. No effect. You hit the red reflect armor. He says, what the hell, man? I said I didn't do anything. Nothing happened. It wasn't me. He says, maybe it's something else. Maybe check the manual. Maybe it's just empty. His red reflect armor sizzles, but it didn't do him any damage.
As I say to Dale R and Lenny R, so it just moves some muscle you waste.
And they both have their guns drawn on him now.
Like, how would you
He's
know?
frozen
if
in
it's
place.
empty? How would you know if it's empty or not?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's gotta be something, right? I'm no traitor. But I'm just saying maybe it's something else.
All of this in here, I say, shaking the notebook with the book with my other hand is redacted. So, logically speaking, you gotta know something that you aren't telling us if you think that's the case. We're enforcers. We ain't drink machine repair people, aren't we?
Yeah, but I just assumed it'd be a lot heavier if it was already full of B3s.
It was pretty damn heavy to begin with, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't even think we could have moved it with a hand truck if it was full of sodas.
What makes you come to this conclusion?
Well, I held a drink in my hand before, and I assume a lot of them, since it's full of a fluid that weighs something, aggregate that to a machine full of them, plus the can weight.
Aggregation? What's that?
You know, like when you put a bunch of stuff together, like, you know, because there's more than one. Okay, so, like, you think they would have us deliver a full heavy machine full of soda, or an empty machine so that it's lighter and easier to move?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Well, I only care because I don't want to die over this, so if we could just maybe call someone or figure this out.
How would you know who to call?
I mean, I know as much as you do, man. Maybe we could get someone in R&D over here, or a PLC, or a mechanic, something.
I
Can we just report the error to friend computer?
You can report the error to friend yourself.
But our volunteers report the error to friend computer.
Under my surveillance, of
Yeah, you can surveil, you can watch as he goes to the nearest comm link and reports the error to friend computer. Friend computer asks if we need assistance. He requests the assistance, and friend computer says a bot and maintenance person will be sent at its earliest convenience. So wait with the machine until that happens.
It looks like we're all gonna wait with this machine.
Why don't you guys wait with this machine well into the night? It's messing with your sleep cycle now. You're gonna have to take some pills tomorrow to be awake for your job.
Friend computer provides.
Just let friend computer know what you need, and your needs will be met. You're feeling pretty sleepy, but a bot and a repair technician in an orange uniform finally arrives, checks the machine. Everything's in working order. He says, whoever turned this on did a really good job. There's no problem. This hasn't been filled yet, that's all. Waiting on a delivery. When you guys want to stay here until it gets filled?
I volunteer to stay. Send Bud R, Dale R, and Lenny R home.
Alright, their duty's completed for the day. They go rest and you wait for the delivery of B3 in the black can. Classic, delicious B3. You wait and wait and wait. Finally, a PLC delivery truck, an auto car delivery vehicle, size of a truck, comes with some B3 beverage. And a guy in a red B3 outfit pops up out of the truck and proceeds to fill the machine with these black cans of B3. Doesn't fill it all the way, only fills it up about halfway. Gives you like a thumbs up and smiles, locks the machine back up.
I say, hey citizen,
He
why don't we fill these machines up all the way?
Motivation?
I rolled a 12, so it failed.
Not supposed to talk about it. He hops back in his truck.
What do you mean you're not supposed to talk about it? If you have the security clearance to have that knowledge, so do I.
I don't know that, citizen. I have to know for my job.
That's not what you said before. You said we're not supposed to talk about it. Now you say you don't know. Well, which is it?
Well, I don't think I'm supposed to talk about it. I don't want to risk it. I have to know for my job, but I don't think anyone else is supposed to know.
Well, I mean, I've been here with this machine for nearly a whole day cycle.
Okay, well, you didn't hear it from me, but there's a shortage of this classic B3.
Shortage?
Yeah, I mean, there's different rumors going around. I heard from one guy I work with that some group found a way to make a drug out of it, and so they break in the machines and taking it all. Then I heard from another guy that there was an explosion in one of the farm sectors that ruined one of the ingredients for it. There's been a lot of unrest down here, machines being vandalized, a lot of fights breaking out over the shortage of this B3.
I say, what's your name, citizen?
Harry R. TRU1.
And who did you hear this information from, Harry? Harry R. TRU1.
It's just rumors, man. It's just rumors from just guys around work, other citizens.
I draw my laser pistol. You know what they say about rumors?
He has his hands up. Look, I didn't mean no harm. I was trying to deliver these drinks.
Listen, I don't work for the service group that it says it does on my ID. I say with a wink. Now, you want to be in my good disposition for when I have to report to my actual superiors. I'd recommend that you provide me with any information on this shortage that you can.
I already told you everything I know, and like I said, I don't really know that much. I just know we've been instructed to only half fill these machines.
Then give me the name of who gave you the information, the treasonous rumor about this shortage and the narcotics being manufactured.
Look, it's just stuff you hear around work, this guy's talking.
So you don't know these people?
Yeah, just co-workers, man. But it's nothing serious. It's everyone kind of, why are we filling halfway? We don't, everyone's just guessing, I guess.
You're coming with me. Yeah, I'm going to intimidate him to driving the auto car where we need to go.
The auto car full of B3 he needs to deliver?
Correct.
Alright, so you need a good intimidation because he's got to do his job. He can't let down friend computer.
Well, he's also not fulfilling his duty to friend computer by reporting treason, I would argue.
You don't know nothing about no treason. He doesn't know what you're talking about.
You said that you heard rumors, and you know what they say about rumors.
I didn't start them, though. Rumors are treason, but I didn't start them. I just heard them.
Hearing rumors is treason.
Pretty sure only starting rumors is treason. Can't help what I hear.
If you were to hear a treasonous rumor, put out your ears.
I didn't hear nothing about no treason. Look, if you want to find me or something, that's fine, but I got a lot of work to do.
Then perhaps I'll check in with once I've done some more investigation. You've given me your name. That'll be good enough for now.
Alright, he's gonna hop back in his delivery truck and go about his way. The machine's half full, no longer displays an error message. Now it's a friendly robot smile face on the screen, ready to serve its customers.
I roll my eyes at the damn machine as I turn away from it.
It's already noticed that you're nearby. It's already greeted you and offered, would you like a B3 beverage? It's already incessantly pestering you now that it's on and in working order. Now only 4 credits. B3 beverage. That's delicious.
Yeah, no, I roll my eyes as I turn away from it, and I guess I kind of try to find my way out of fucking infrared sector for today. Have I been up for a whole day cycle?
Pretty much have 2 hours of sleep until you know that computer message to wake you up is going to go off again.
What service group takes care of medicine?
PLC is where you'd have to go to get stuff, including drugs to request. Although they do have health centers that you can get drugs at as well, or doc bots. If you need a medication, you can get that up on the red clearance level. You know where to go to get medication if you need it.
Alright, to the red clearance label to get medication.
So you head to the red clearance elevator, and you head to a friendly DocBot service to get some stay-awake pills given to you at your request since you need them for work. But before you can leave leave the DocBot office, right after you choke down your pills, friend computer, red light blinks as you're leaving the office, indicating a message for you.
Citizen Gibson RHKD1, report immediately to Mission Briefing Space I9YBB12 for your first troubleshooting assignment. Failure to report within the next day cycle is considered treason. Do not delay. Thank you.
Thank you, friend computer. I have some information that might be useful to your peacekeeping efforts as well.
Excellent.
A citizen named Harry R. TRU1 reported that he heard rumors of a shortage of B3 in infrared sector related to the manufacture of narcotics not approved by your boundless wisdom and beneficence.
Please go on.
While I was dispatched on assignment, the machine was in error, and so we waited for the dispatch of a repairman that I believe was noted by Bud R. FFS1 to your magnificent calculants. I waited for delivery as the leader of the team that you dispatched, and when the delivery person from PLC came, the aforementioned Harry R., I noticed that he only filled the machine to halfway full, and I decided to investigate this as part of my purview due to my assignment.
Excellent work, citizen.
Thank you, friend computer. Would you mind repeating the number of the room to which I am due to report? I plan to do so immediately.
I9YBB12.
Thank you, friend computer. I don't know what I would do without you, or what anyone would do without you. Yeah, I'll go to I9YBB12.
Alright, you want to data search how to find it again?
Yeah, rolled a 16. No, an 18.
That's a fail.
That is very much a fail.
Yeah, that's above your, apparently this is above your clearance level.
So 9YBB12, but it's I, so should that signify infrared, correct?
That's a pretty good guess. That's the smartest thing you've said so far. You can assume it's down there somewhere, but apparently this particular room is it's out of your clearance level, so you can't look up this data. But you can assume I does mean infrared, yeah.
Well, I can go to the 9s and look for Y12.
You want to try to data search where I9 section is?
Yeah, that is a 6. That is a match for my skill.
You can find the I9 section.
No, fucking I'll roll another data search.
Alright, so you get to I9.
I rolled a 3 out of 6.
And what were you looking for that time?
Y.
Alright, I9Y?
Yeah, 9Y.
Alright, so I9Y, very, very weird. So this designates a special room. The insect rooms you visit a lot, the assignment rooms are kind of like barracks or storage warehouses. This Y indicates a smaller room. According, it's going to be a very private type conference room. It doesn't indicate any more about the location, just the size.
Well, if I keep going in order, I should find BB12 eventually. Maybe.
Mission alert. Macro Dose 1, Gibson or HKD1, Lover Boy 1, Roger or Run 2, Whites or WCK1, and SETI or IDK1, please report to briefing room IYBB9 immediately for assignment. Mission alert. Macro Dose 1, Gibson or HKD1, Lover Boy 1, Roger or Run 2, Whites or WCK1, and SETI or IDK1, please report to briefing room IYBB9 immediately for assignment. Mission alert. Macro Dose 1, Gibson or HKD1, Lover Boy 1, Roger or Run 2, Whites or WCK1, SETI or IDK1, please report to briefing room IYBB9 immediately for assignment.
Oh man, friend computer repeated that 3 times. It must be important. Better hurry and stop whatever you're doing and immediately report to that room. I'm going to start with Macar Dose.
So yeah, I quickly and efficiently as I can while making sure that I follow all the procedural protocol. I laminate whatever ID badges that I'm currently working on in production, thoroughly and cleanly wash my hands and make sure my mustache is in order and get whatever supplies I need while I head to that room.
You head out of your job at R&D.
Look around in the hall and hopefully the troubleshooters that I am supposed to be meeting there and filling all of our dreams and the friend computer's wishes. I will see them in the hallway and gather up with them and head to the building, the room together.
I'm going to allow Whites RWCK1 to also join the game at this point in time. Your job is also currently at HPDMC. You've been doing a lot of work with them. You were moved down to the infrared section for a while, but today of all days, we're up at HPDMC doing some work, as you do. So how do you intend on finding this room?
I too will walk into the hallway and see if I see any fellow being in the hallway that I perhaps could have a conversation with, maybe point in the right
A
direction.
lot of people running around. It's hard to tell if anyone's someone that's in your particular troubleshooter group. If you've never met these people before, you have no idea. You're going to be assigned with random strangers. And there's lots of random strangers in red uniforms running around doing different jobs. So even if you guys are in the same hallway, you might even look over at each other right now. At this very moment, you guys are in the same hallway looking over each other, but you don't know that you're both looking for the same place or going the same direction. You don't know each other's names. You've never met. I'm going to go to Roger R. Run 2.
1, 2, yeah.
Roger R. Run 2. Second in the clone family of 6. Already one death in your family. What a shame.
I know.
What a
I
shame.
died during character creation.
Wow. So Roger R. Run 2, you're also
Seems
an
like some kind of communist streak.
I'm sitting there at my desk, and I'm
at
sitting
HPDMC filling out some
there.
forms.
Roger is a giant of a man.
You're a big
At
guy.
probably one of the smallest desks available.
Yeah, your knees hit the underside of the desk. Yeah, you don't fit this office. It's a very small office. You're very low on the totem pole. You're a big guy in a tiny office for sure.
Yeah,
Clothes
like-
don't fit.
like-
Your office doesn't fit.
There's a good chance that this guy is almost 7 foot tall. Let's just say that from for the staff.
He's a big guy.
Something over
He's
2
a
meters.
quality clone.
Giant hands on the small pieces of paper, and he's filing, and he grumbles to himself, something inaudible, something about, well, I guess I'll finish this tomorrow. Stuff like struggles, and like he does every day to get out of his desk. Would it be wrong for me to assume that there's a map on the wall?
It would be wrong to assume there's a map on the wall, but in this area of the HPDMC, there are computer access panels, and you always have access to Friend Computer.
Friend computer, I would like to get there as fast as possible. I would like to show me the most direct route to the briefing.
So data search skill roll now.
Yeah, just 12.
And now you look at that skill number.
4, I have a 4. There
Oh,
we go.
so 12 is higher than 4, so you fail.
That information is above your clearance level, citizen.
Oh, damn. Alright, well then I'll go to my supervisor and bootlick myself some where this briefing room might be.
Alright, so you head out of your office and go to your supervisor's office and roll me a bootlicking check.
Natural 1.
Oh, your officer is going to lead you directly there. So now you're going to be led out of the HPDMC office. So now there's a big burly guy being led down the hallway right past Mac Ardos and White's RWCK by his supervisor. So an orange level citizen is leading this big guy down the hall somewhere past you guys. Meanwhile, Love Our Boy, you're at work.
I would like to walk up to the nearest terminal and ask Friend Computer if they can give me the fastest and most efficient route to the room I need to get to for my assignment. Yes. It's a IYBD1.
Alright, so roll your data search to look for that room.
Oh, I got a 2.
2 is lower than 5, so that is successful. So that data will be presented to you. You will be instructed to go to the infrared level. You'll be provided with a map on screen, which unfortunately you don't have the clearance to print it out. There's a print feature, but you don't have the clearance. It won't highlight. You know the thing where the button won't highlight. You don't have the clearance to print it out. So kind of memorize this map. You've got to take the elevator down to the infrared level. And it's going to be an unmarked room down there. You can kind of get a gauge of what area it's in if you want to try and memorize the map. I think there's a security maybe, or find something else.
14 that time. That's not.
You know you can get downstairs, but you know you're not going to memorize this map well enough to know. Once you get down there, it might get kind of confusing to find. So you might be able to find the area, but you're not sure.
Well, I know that.
Memorize the map to the best of your ability.
Yeah, I'll do what I can with it, but I know that Friend Computer's always there to help me.
That's true. You're already stationed in the infrared area because you were working down there, so you're probably closer than anyone else because you were not upstairs. Head that
Where I
direction.
am, so can I report to my supervisor that I have been given a special assignment and I have to leave?
You heard it on the loudspeaker.
Okay.
Yes, he understands.
So can we just
Troubleshooter duty.
So I'm gonna leave and head in the most direct route that I can to get to the area of the level I'm on now.
All right, SETI, IDK1, also at work at HPDMC.
Taxi service, or are there?
There are auto cars. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to ask for my supervisor to call me an auto car for my assignment.
All right, and what skills would you like to use to ask your supervisor to do that? Is that a boot? That's probably a bootlick.
Then I'll do. I do like a con artist, and
Yeah.
say like, hey, it might make it worth your time if you get me there faster.
I mean, I'll allow con for that.
No, I rolled a 16.
Higher than your number, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, your boss is not about to call you an auto car. If you're an auto car, go outside and try to request one
I'll stand
yourself.
outside and wait for an auto car.
Alright, so your red clearance gives you access to all the auto cars on this level, but a lot of the auto cars on this level are occupied and busy, so you pretty much do have to wait to flag one down. Would you like to comlink to call an auto car?
Or can I use my auto car op and maintenance?
Use that skill to try to page one to this area for you.
That's 5.
Yeah,
Skill.
it's
I have to-
everywhere.
And
It appears all the auto cars in your area are busy. It's kind of like that, surge charging part of the night. A lack of auto cars, unfortunately, to get to where you need to go.
Use my bullhorn to be like, hey, auto car, stop!
Usually oratory is more for a group, but I'll let you try it for this.
For a group?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'll let you try it. So you yell really loud, people look around, but the auto cars don't seem to hear. They keep to go about their business. So at this point in time, all of you guys are, everyone that's in HBDMC, so everyone except Love Our Boy, I believe. So all of you guys are in the same hallway. So at this point in time, I'll let you, all of you guys will look around and all have the same look on your face of like, where are we going? And you'll like, I'll allow you guys to put it together that you're all going the same place right now. So currently, if all four of you want to group up and figure out this problem together, I will allow it.
Who the hell are you people?
You guys all worked in the same department and didn't even know it. If you want to introduce yourselves and figure out this problem, that's probably a good place to start.
I see everybody, two gentlemen, wandering the same look as me. So, I kind of twiddle my mustache. I head swiftly on over there, and I just put her there, guys. I introduce myself as Mac, and I put
show your ID badge.
Mac, you guys have ID too. What are we doing? I shake all their hand, and then I immediately have a little clean wipe, and I wipe my hands, and then I wait for them to introduce themselves as well.
What's up, guys? My name is Lights RWCK1. I am in the red security clearance.
And you're all wearing red, so that's pretty obvious.
Just if you didn't know, I'm looking for the briefing room. Why something, whatever. I didn't know if my boss is taking me. Looking for a briefing room. If you guys could help me out. Yeah, my boss is taking me. Follow me. And I introduce myself as Roger Run. Just gonna have a brief appearance, I guess, of me. He's like a 6'10" giant who looks like he's sat at the smallest desk ever, and he looks haggard. He looks like he has dark rings underneath his eyes. His hair is disheveled. I force myself to look happy, but it looks
definitely a
very
smile.
obvious happy look. So he's sitting there with blood red eyes, going just smiling like really, really forced.
Say he's still there while still holding the bullhorn, and I will point it towards you and say, yes, I would love to go to IYBB5. Unclick.
Alright. For a bullhorn.
He looks around at all the people around him and he goes, oh, jeez, God.
So you guys all meet and greet. How do you four guys find this briefing room, whatever it's called?
Well, I have my good old supervisor right here, whatever you want to name, is taking us.
Yes, always trust the supervisor.
Roy OBLD1 is your supervisor. He's dressed in all orange.
And I'll be like, he's the best supervisor ever.
Roy O will take you guys to the black elevator, which leads down to the infrared sector. And he's got to get back to HPDMC, so he'll give you some real basic instructions like take this elevator down, all this hallway. Need you guys to make 2 lefts, a right, 3 lefts, 2 rights, and then 1 left.
Got it.
And he walks away.
Best supervisor ever.
You guys are left to your own devices, so you guys are going to enter this friendly elevator. Who would like to push the button?
I'm just going to be like, fine, I'm going to fucking press it. Say the supervisor's guy. Press.
So you press the button, elevator arrives, you guys all get in the elevator together?
Guys, thank you, Fred Duder, for the lift.
Alright, smile. The bot in the elevator responds in a very friendly way, of course. The elevator bot takes you guys down. This is an elevator that has a brain in it and can respond to you to speak, so you don't, it tells you what floor you're on, basically monitors what's going on in the elevator. Pretty much like everyone at the complex, you're being watched. The elevator bot just kind of keeps an eye on everything.
Put my hand on both of Roger and White's shoulders, and I'm just like, this is so fun!
I look at him and I'll be like, don't touch me.
The elevator takes you down. It's a long ride down to the infrared level. You guys have all been to infrared before. You guys spent the last portion of your life there. Although in different sections, obviously, because you've never met. The last 3 letters of your name indicate what sector you're from. None of you guys have the same last name, so you're all from different areas. You're being taken down to the infrared sector, so you're in a big black hallway now. Long black corridors, black doors, no labels. It's dimly lit down here. There are lights, but it is dimly lit. There are fewer computer screens down here than there are on the red level. A lot less light. You see nothing down this hallway except a B3 vending machine, short distance away. One of the brand new models, it's got a view screen on front, the smiley computer face like glowing. So in front of that is lit, and in front of this flashlight's lit really well. Everything else is lit very dimly.
You should probably stop at this vending machine first. I hear that B3 is always delicious, always good, just like all the products here. We should probably go and get some B3. At least I want some B3.
Yeah, every citizen loves bouncy, bubbly beverage.
Yeah, I gotta get myself some 6-pack of that shit.
Everyone loves some B3. Unfortunately, the machines down here in the infrared zone, the ones up in the red zone, you guys know, take creds. But down here in infrared, citizens don't have creds, so all the machines down here only take plastic creds.
Hack it.
Would you like to try and hack it? You might have a skill to do that.
I'm gonna be like, no, whoa.
You said that out loud. I don't know if anyone's paying attention.
I mean, are you guys thirsty or not?
You always get plastic creds. You can trade your creds for plastic creds.
Yeah, just get plastic creds. What are you doing? I'm gonna turn around.
I think we should continue our mission?
I am here to serve friend computer. All praise be to friend computer. All praise be to friend computer. Sports smile. Let's keep walking.
As you guys walk past the vending machine, no drinks purchased.
I keep thinking to myself, that's a weird smile that guy had.
You're walking down that hallway.
I'll say free drink sounds communist to me a little bit.
I don't even know the meaning of the word.
What is communism?
A short distance after you guys pass this vending machine, you do find an exchange kiosk where you can exchange creds for plastic creds. Pretty common down here. That's the way a lot of red clearance officers trade with the poor. So if you want to stop and get some plastic creds and turn back, you're more than welcome to.
Friend Computer has blessed us.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
All right, how many plastic creds would you like to take out of your account?
Hold on, let me check my,
Check your account. You check your balance real quick.
Yeah, so I don't...
First, you do an account balance check.
I'll do 48.
You get 48 little plastic chips with the friend computer symbol on them.
I'll be like, I'll never get why why there's two sets of currency, but whatever.
One for the poor and one for the rich, man.
The non-communist way. Do you think that everyone should have one currency? Sounds communist to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him, I'll be like, what's communism?
I just stand there smiling.
You tell me.
Would anyone besides Roger like to get any plastic creds?
What's the conversion rate?
Equal. One plastic cred for one credit. This plastic cred you can carry around and use for vending machine purchases, bribes, that kind of paying other people. Whereas credits you have to authorize through the computer and can only be used for.
Alright, I'll take 10 plastic creds.
Yes, I would like 16 plastic credits.
Do I have a bag on? I don't want any plastic.
You don't have a bag, but you have lots of pockets on your uniform, and you probably have a belt. You have a utility belt, it's not a very big utility belt. Some other groups have a bigger utility belt, but you have a small utility belt. This guy over here, Mac, he's got a much bigger pouch in his utility belt than you guys have. You can probably carry a lot more stuff.
How far in relation to this machine is the vending machine? Is it just like a pop skip?
It's a short walk. I mean, you need to get to this briefing room, but you don't know where it is anyway.
Well,
and so
no,
if
we
you're
got
thirsty-
we got directions.
Do you guys remember what the directions were?
Oh, you
Two
son
rights.
of a gun. I knew you were gonna pull that shit. 2 lefts, a right, and then with 3 lefts, and 2 rights. It was 2 lefts, a right, and then there's like 3 lefts.
Okay, so we have no idea where we're going.
Yeah, so that's what it sounds like.
It's like what I want to do is consider rule.
2 lefts, a right, 3 lefts, and I think 2 rights. But I'm sure.
Okay, that seems closer to
No, that's what I have written down.
Alright, let's do that.
You want to try that? Do you guys want to go back for sodas first, or bubbly beverage first?
Well, I don't want any of the money because it's dirty infrared money, and fuck the infrared.
So you keep
We're
your
red,
creds in your
baby.
credit account.
We don't fuck with those PSs.
Scum, but they still have shit. And purchasing a capitalist and honorable
Purchasing
way.
power.
Well, what I do is I use
Support
my,
your global economy.
I just use my 16 plastic cred, and I'll get the bubblies. I'll have 1 to drink and 1 to keep, and then the rest I'll give 1 to Roger, and then White says that he doesn't like that, so then I give 1 to IDK.
Seti will say, I don't need any commie handouts. Thank you very much.
Oh, well then I pocket the extra.
You buy some sodas, stash them for later. The vending machine has a bot brain. It's very friendly, has a smile, and it serves you. And it's very, almost obnoxiously friendly when you buy the soda. Takes your plastic creds, thanks you for your purchase, acknowledges who you are, like it recognizes your facial pattern, and has sensors and stuff. So it's a very friendly drink machine.
I'll just buy a 6-pack of bubbly.
24 plastic creds, 6 bubblies bounce out for you. Anything for you, Seti? You want to buy a soda? All right, you guys move on from the soda machine.
Michael Bubblies.
I only wanted to steal from it. On artist roll to make them think that I'm putting money in there. Yeah,
that's good.
I only got a 5, and a 9 was the.
Oh, there you go. Seti successfully makes a clink clink noise. You think he's paying the machine. You probably didn't fool the machine. The machine's still smiling at him. Hasn't standing next to him. She hasn't acknowledged you in the same way as acknowledged them, but they still haven't noticed.
I'll say that hearing the clink clink sound, I'll say that's the good capitalist way to go. Not any of this pinky stealing shit.
Pay for your drinks.
So I'll do a jackpot. I got an 8, and I had to beat a 5.
So you try to press the buttons in some order, but now the bot is responding to you like, can I assist you? Do you need help buying a bubbly beverage? Do you have questions on how this machine works?
I'll just tell everyone, like, man, ate my money. Oh well, let's go. Let's move along.
I want to be like, stupid. No, not you, Frank Computer. Not you. You're
That particular machine is stupid.
I will remember the machines are stupid comment. That is a pointer.
You note that for later. You can always, at any point in time, you can go to a confession booth, or after the end of the game, you can go to a confession booth and tell from the computer all the things. So it's always a good idea to keep notes of things people say.
Yeah,
'Cause you can
I
always
write down
report.
a maintenance.
Reporting traders always gets you points in this game.
That
So
machine needs maintenance for sure.
would you like to report it for maintenance?
The
game of snitches. It's some cold-blooded shit.
Yeah. That machine.
All right, you're not going to report it yet, but you'll make note of it for later to report it.
Clearly not a troubleshooter error.
Maybe some commie must have put some fake slugs in there or something, confuse the machine.
Don't confuse the machine, citizen. Listening to the next episode of Dungeon Complex is mandatory.
This episode of Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater is sponsored by our fans and friends on Patreon. Donate today to Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater.